Good evening, and welcome to Mount Carmel Area High School for the commencement of Mount Carmel Area's 2015 graduating class. My name is Isabella Steller. As president and on behalf of the graduating class, I would first like to take this time to thank the Mount Carmel Area School Board, administration, and the faculty and staff for all that they do and have done to make every day here at MCA possible. I would also like to take this time to recognize my family and all of our families for their constant support throughout this unforgettable journey. As much of an honor it is to be standing up here speaking to all of you, I will first-handedly tell you that I did not lead this class alone. I would like to recognize my partner in crime since we were born, and our class secretary, Christopher Steller. I would also like to recognize two of my best friends, Jennifer Bullock, Vice President, and Brianne Graff, Treasurer. Finally, I would like to thank our class advisors who have been with us since 7th grade, Mrs. Amy Check and Mrs. Jennifer Bittinger. Without these people, nothing our class has accomplished would have been possible. I want to thank you all for coming out to celebrate what is for some just about the happiest day of our lives, while for others, the saddest. No matter how you are feeling today, happy or sad, what really matters is that those of us sitting with the red and white caps and gowns have made it. As we look back this evening on a journey that started with hesitant, tentative steps, we see just how far we have all come. It seems like only yesterday that we were those skinny little 7th graders fighting with the locks on our lockers, trying to figure out where our next class was. Or those awkward 8th graders trying to pass Mr. Verano's close to impossible geography map quizzes. In the beginning, we measured high school in class periods, counting down the days to what some call freedom. As the days and weeks passed, we measured it in marking periods, and then later, we moved from being clueless underclassmen to sophisticated sophomores who thought they all had it figured out. And now, as juniors, we thought we were prepared to take over, but we weren't. And now, here we are. We came, we saw, and we conquered the big kid school. Truth is, I've been avoiding this speech. I've been avoiding having to look back and write about the last 6 years of our lives. The years that, believe it or not, taught us all so much. The years that flew by. I've been avoiding this speech because I knew the day I'd finally be reading it would be the last day to this unforgettable journey of high school. Sitting before you is truly a unique graduating senior class. Amongst us today are future athletes, engineers, teachers, and even musicians. But aside from that, there is also a whole bunch of I have no idea yet, and that's okay. If I learned anything in the past 6 years from the group of intellectual individuals to my left, it is that all of our futures are destined to be bright, no matter where life takes us and what path we decide to lead. Most of us began our education right here at Mount Carmel with our first steps into tornado territory. From the diploma received at kindergarten graduation to the one in which we will be receiving tonight, each of us with different talents, different dreams, and different destinations, we all have the power to make a new and better tomorrow. Malcolm X said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." So as we prepare to leave Mount Carmel Area High School tonight, do so with your head held high, with pride and with excellence. And always remember, to become as much as we can, we must dream of being more, and believe that we can become more. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2015. We did it.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the ladies and gentlemen joining me tonight on stage. On my right, School Board President, Mr. Robert Muldowney. On my far right, School Board Vice President, Mr. Anthony Mazzatesta. School Board Secretary, Mrs. Donna James. School Board Member, Mr. Joseph Zanella. And School Board Member, Mr. James Britt. Members of the administration at Mount Carmel area. Senior High Principal and Curriculum Coordinator, Mrs. Lisa Verano. Junior High Principal, Mr. Pete Cheddar. Elementary Principal, Ms. Susan Nestico. Special Education Coordinator, Dr. Monica McCurrance O'Donnell. Elementary Dean of Students and Athletic Director, Mr. Greg Sikavich. Business Office Manager, Mrs. Karina Lesko. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the class advisors of the class of 2015, Mrs. Jennifer Bittinger and Mrs. Amy Check. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the faculty of Mount Carmel area. Please stand, folks. On behalf of the Mount Carmel Area School District Administration, Board of Directors, faculty, and staff, I would like to welcome all of you to tonight's graduation commencement exercises for the class of 2015. Seated in front of me is certainly an excellent group of young ladies and gentlemen, as was demonstrated Monday night at their class night ceremony. And as you are about to see, this class has surely made their mark at MCA academically, artistically, athletically, and musically. And they are now ready to begin the next chapter of their lives. To my fellow parents and family members of the class of 2015, my heartfelt congratulations to all. We indeed have much to be proud of. Our support and guidance has paid off. This is certainly an outstanding class. To Chris, Isabella, and every single member of the class of 2015, you hold a special place in my heart. I have watched many of you grow from pre-K, remember pumpkin carving? I remember. Kindergarten graduation, which was broadcast this past Wednesday night by WKMC. I hope you had a chance to watch it. Their kindergarten graduation. 6th grade Star Search, through all of your activities at the junior senior high school, memorable sporting events, school musicals, art shows, band and chorus performances, and even just daily in class. I want you to know that we, the faculty and staff at Mount Carmel area, have the greatest jobs in the world. We have the honor and privilege of watching our students grow from young children to young adults, and unless you're an educator, you have no idea the feelings of pride that we all share. To be able to play such important roles in all of your lives. I want you to know that we are very proud of you, each and every one of you. Remember, anything is possible. There are 40 honor students in this class. Some of the ladies and gentlemen on this stage tonight, including me, were not one of our class's honor students, but our parents and our teachers pushed us, as we have been pushing you. And tonight, you will be rewarded. Tonight, it will prove to you that if you work and don't give up, you will be successful. Class of 2015, you know how special you are to me, very close to my heart. And we all wish you the very best in college, trade school, the military, or your chosen career. And remember, no matter where your path leads you, MCA will always be your home. guest speaker tonight indeed plays a pivotal role in the history and tradition of Mount Carmel area. He was a senior co-captain of the MCA football, basketball, and baseball teams, the quarterback of the 1994 state championship football and the 1995 district championship basketball teams. He was named a first-team All-State quarterback at the conclusion of the 1994 season. Most importantly, he graduated from MCA as the valedictorian of the class of 1995. In 1999, he earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in biology and a minor in government from Franklin and Marshall College. While at Franklin and Marshall, he was named co-captain his senior year in football and an all-conference quarterback in 1998. In 2003, he earned the degree of Doctor of Optometry from the Pennsylvania College of Optometry. From 2003 to 2011, he was employed at a private optometry practice in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and since 2011, he has been employed as a primary care optometrist for Geisinger Department of Ophthalmology. He grew up in Shady Acres and is the son of Michael and Patty Higgins. He currently resides in Denmark Gardens with his wife Tara and his 3 sons, Michael, Gabriel, and Samuel, which very well may be red tornadoes someday soon. I know he and his teammates provided me and many of you with one of our fondest MCA athletic memories with his dramatic game-winning touchdown scored in the second overtime of the 1994 state championship game at Altoona. His accomplishments speak for themselves, and it is an honor to have him address our graduates this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time it gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for tonight's program, Dr. Michael Higgins.
Members of the board, Mr. Steller, Mrs. Verano, administration, parents, grandparents, family, friends, and the class of 2015. Thank you for the honor of being part of these commencement activities and to share this memorable day. This is amazingly nostalgic for me. In 1995, so exactly 20 years ago, I spoke at the same commencement ceremony. I stood at the same spot, looked into a nearly identical sea of red and white caps and gowns, graduates basking in the glow of loving families and friends, their hearts brimming with pride in a scene that looked a lot like this one. Now, my parents raised me to be a humble guy, but as I look back and reflect on that time in my life, I have to say that things couldn't have been going any better. I was class valedictorian and class president. Franklin and Marshall College had awarded me the prestigious Marshall Scholarship, their top scholarship only given out to a select few incoming freshmen. I had enjoyed a successful high school sports career, having been part of championship teams in football and basketball, and I had my sights set on finding similar success as a quarterback at the college level. To top it all off, my longtime high school sweetheart, a fellow class officer, who also happened to be our homecoming queen, was seated in the first chair directly in front of me, looking adoringly at me as I delivered what I'd hoped was a meaningful and memorable speech to our class. Yes, by the summer of 1995, it seemed I could do no wrong. I was on fire, as they say, enjoying success in all aspects of my young life. By the fall of 1995, so just a few months into my college experience, I had just earned the first career D grade of my life on a chemistry test, and it was pulling my GPA way down. I had competed for and won the starting quarterback job as a freshman, only to lose that job after a lackluster first game. I spent the remainder of that season on the bench. The prestigious Marshall Scholarship I spoke of earlier required that I maintain a GPA of 3.2 after each semester, but by the end of the first semester, my GPA was 3.15, and so I was deemed ineligible, and I lost that scholarship. I was homesick as could be. My roommate was a sleepwalker, which made for some awkward late-night run-ins. And oh yeah, the little cherry on top of my first semester Sunday, my high school sweetheart broke up with me. Apparently she met some soccer player from her new school, and not to offend soccer enthusiasts, but understand that in 1995, soccer didn't exist in MCA either at youth or high school level. So as a football player in a football town, this was utterly incomprehensible to me. Naturally, I did the mature thing and I swore eternal hatred for all things soccer. But this was how my freshman year played out. In just a few short months since my high school graduation, my life made a complete 180. Everything was different. I had crashed and burned in just about every way possible. All my dreams had gone up in smoke. Let me pause the story for just a moment while the college-bound seniors slow their hyperventilating and get some color back in their face. They're probably all experiencing panic attacks right now. I tell you this story not as a means of scaring you, but more so to prepare you for this guaranteed reality. Change is coming. Your lives are about to change, whether you want it to or not. Some of these changes will be welcome and exciting and refreshing, but the truth is, many will get you off balance, make you uneasy, and sometimes flat out knock the wind right out of you. Change may force you to make some of the first real important decisions of your life. You'll hope and pray that you make all the right choices, but I can save you the suspense. You won't. And guess what? That's okay. Life's journey will take you on highs and lows, peaks and valleys, ebbs and flows, victories and defeats. And you'll come to realize that change is inevitable, and as it turns out, an essential part of our lives. Our instincts are to resist change, to seek stability and familiarity. But what life's changes do is they challenge us and give us opportunities to grow, to rise up from the ashes of mistakes, failure, regret, and fear, and dance among the flames of conquest and triumph. By 1999, the year I graduated from F&M, I settled in with my studies. I ended up doing pretty well academically. I lost that Marshall Scholarship, yes, but that fueled me to work harder than ever, ultimately leading to my acceptance into optometry school. I had a great college football experience. I started at quarterback my last 2 years. And though we didn't win any championships those years, I overcame a knee injury, I played my heart out, and I was named to the all-conference team my senior year, which was quite rewarding. I got over my homesickness. My sleepwalking roommate became a great friend. I ended up making more wonderful friends that I'm still close with to this day. And I'm also happy to tell you that my high school sweetheart, the one who broke up with me that first year in college, well, she's now my wife, Tara. Say hi. We have 3 amazing sons, and the oldest just started playing youth sports. So far, the one I enjoy watching him play the most, lo and behold, is soccer. Life's journey is an incredible array of events and moments and chance and surprises, all woven together with masterful planning and exquisite beauty. It's done so with a complexity far beyond the scope that any mortal mind can understand. Only God knows. But the most meaningful, the most gratifying, the most colorful parts of that journey are all driven by change. The challenges those changes will bring and the manner in which we meet and conquer those challenges. So as you enter into this next phase of your life, try to remember that many changes will be coming, both good and bad. It's unavoidable. But try to remind yourself that change is something not to be feared, but to be confronted, embraced, and ultimately cherished. Now there's always exceptions to the rules. In this case, it's no different. Many, if not most, aspects of your life will change over time. I'm talking about characteristics that shape our individuality, the things that make us who we are. Your goals, hopes, and dreams can change. Knowledge, attitudes, political views will no doubt change. Religious views may change. Your job, your career, your address, and your surroundings. Your health changes throughout your lives. And of course, physical appearance will change dramatically as we get older. Sadly, usually for the worse. Yes, indeed, seemingly changes. All aspects of our lives are subject to change. They're all at the mercy of the mighty winds of change, except there is one exception. From this day forward, one facet of your life will never change and remain impervious to all outside forces. That one thing is your roots. Your roots could never be changed. They are ingrained in you and as specific to you as your DNA, the one constant among all other variables in your lives. For as long as you live, when someone asks you about your roots, whether you're 19 or 99, your answer will be the same. And so, what constitutes your roots? Your roots are the influence of your upbringing, your family, your friends, your school, and the town you grew up in. Their presence in your life has always and will continue to be extremely important because they comprise the very fabric of who you are. They are the foundation on which the rest of your life is built, and therefore, a foundation that needs to always stay strong. One of the worst mistakes anyone can make in their lifetime is to abandon their roots. And it's important to point out that sticking to your roots doesn't mean you have to live in Mount Carmel for the rest of your life. What it does mean is that you'll keep the influences of your youth near and dear to your heart, that you'll stay connected to the area that shaped and molded you from your earliest days, that you'll maintain a shared sense of belonging and togetherness and loyalty that only MCA alumni can know, and above all else, that your pride as Red Tornadoes always stays strong, genuine, and true. I've always had immense pride for my family, friends, school, and hometown, and I sincerely hope you feel the same. I lived out of this area for many years, but I moved back in 2011 to raise my family here, and I can tell you that I have no regrets. As someone who's been gone and came back, I can tell you the backbone of the area has not changed. At its core, this is still the same blue-collar, coal-region town, full of people with solid character, values, and integrity. And those qualities are now represented in the fine young men and women I see seated here before me tonight. The heartbeat of MCA will always stay strong as long as its youngest sons and daughters continue to grow and develop strong roots. So always remember that no matter where life's journey takes you, appreciate that what we have here is unique and special. Carry the banner of MCA with pride in your hearts, and never forget your roots. As you prepare to take the next step in life's journey, realize that time starts to move at the speed of light. The pace seems directly proportional to your age. In other words, the older you get, the faster the years go by. And this is the part where if the graduates look in the bleachers, they'll see all their parents collectively nod their heads, yeah, he's right, because they know this to be true. They can't believe this day has come. It seems like only yesterday you were going to kindergarten, and now here you are graduating. It seems like only yesterday I was sitting here among you, and now in the blink of an eye, I just booked a venue for our 20-year reunion. So the bottom line is, in the vastness of time, our lives are but a whisper, and we need to make every moment count. So how do we make that happen? I've given that question a lot of thought throughout my life, and especially in the days leading up to this commencement. And what I've come to know is that the key to finding happiness on your life's journey is by surrounding ourselves with inspiration and love. We must lead inspired lives. Discover what makes your heart sing. Find what you are most passionate about, what lights a fire inside of you, what makes your soul feel alive, and to the best of your ability, every day, with all your might, pour your heart into those things. Some sources of inspiration and love have always been there, steadfast and true, like our faith, our parents, our family and friends. But most of our inspiration comes from dreams. Dreams are perhaps the most dynamic source of inspiration because dreams know no limits. Every dream is a blank canvas, just waiting for you to start painting it. In my life, I've been blessed more than I deserve, and many of my dreams have already come true, the greatest of which has been marrying the love of my life and witnessing the birth of my 3 sons. As a father now, many of my dreams revolve around seeing my children grow and flourish. And no doubt, on this graduation day, your parents are seeing one of their dreams fulfilled. But I still have many dreams of my own. Some things I'd like to accomplish, places I'd like to see, things I'd like to do. I spent many of my young years playing sports, and football was my favorite. I've always dreamed of getting back into football someday through coaching. A few months ago, Coach Dara gave me an opportunity to join his coaching staff here at Mount Carmel as a volunteer freshman football coach. And I look forward to that dream becoming a reality when football season kicks off this coming fall. Some dreams might be, let's say, a little bit loftier than others. One thing you may not know about me is I'm a passionate music fan. I started playing guitar just after college, and I've loved it ever since. So in a strange twist of irony, this former 3-sport jock wants nothing more now than to join the band. So one of my dreams for the last 20 years has been to be the lead singer in a rock and roll band, like my heroes Bruce Springsteen and Bon Jovi and Elvis president. I'm sure both my wife and my mother, who have heard this before, are sitting there right now shaking their heads saying, "Oh God, here he goes with this again." It may sound crazy, but it's my dream. And would it ever come true? Probably not, and that's okay. The point I wish to make is that we all have dreams, and the truth is, not all of them will come true. But even though many dreams are never fulfilled, they still wield immense power because they inspire us to reach higher. They motivate us to be courageous and take risks. They lift us up when life drags us down. And the true magic of dreams is that they keep us feeling young at heart. The harsh reality is the window to fulfill your dreams, it does start to close as you get older. For you graduates, the timing will never be better because that window is as wide open as it ever will be. You are bound by nothing. Your dreams are limitless. You have the rest of your lives to chase them down, so go for it. And do it with fearlessness and reckless abandon. You alone are the creator of your dreams, and no matter how crazy, how far-fetched, or how improbable they may seem, they are yours to cherish. So dream away. Dream mightily. Dream boldly. Dream passionately. Never relinquish your dreams, for it is our dreams that unlock the door to an inspiring life. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you again for this tremendous honor, and to the graduates, congratulations and good luck.
Dr. Higgins did indicate that as time goes on, we change physically. He has not changed much physically. He's still the same handsome guy he was in high school. Wish I could say that the same holds true for me, but unfortunately not. Dr. Higgins, would you please come back to the podium? On behalf of the Mount Carmel Area School District, we would like to present you with this plaque commemorating today's events and your wonderful speech to our graduates. Thank you, sir.
Good evening. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the salutatorian of the class of 2015, Joanna Rompalo.
Congratulations, seniors. Today is our day. We are off to great places. We are off and away. Dr. Seuss, although remembered largely for his children's books, is one of the most influential writers of our time. While we enjoyed his rhymes when we were younger, we now know that his words have deeper meaning. How did it get so late so soon? Graduation is one of the most special times of our lives. It evokes every emotion and its exact opposite. Despite all of our differences, for the last 13 years, we have all been working towards the same goal, graduating. It's hard to fathom that all of our time together is now coming to an end. A person's a person, no matter how small. Our years at Mount Carmel area have helped to shape us into the young adults we are today. These experiences cannot define us, but have helped to shape us. As we all go off to different places, we will come across people from many walks of life. We will meet people from different towns, states, even countries. Many of them will have graduated with classes the sizes of our entire school. Not one of them will be able to say that they have been a part of a coal region culture as treasured as ours. How many of them have grown so close to their teachers the way that we have here? Our teachers have been with us through it all. They stay past 3:02 to help us with whatever we need. They answer our emails at untimely hours of the night. They challenge each of us to be our very best. And here they are now, supporting us one last time during our commencement. Thank them before you leave. Thank every single person who helped you to make it to this point. Thank your parents, your family, your classmates, your elementary school best friends. Thank your neighbors and your community who have come to sporting events, concerts, and competitions. With the combined effort of everyone in this gymnasium, Each person, no matter how small, has brought us here today. You can get help from teachers, but you are going to have to learn a lot by yourself, sitting alone in a room. Sitting alone in my room, I asked the Facebook community to describe in one word how they felt about graduating. The most frequent responses included excited, nervous, happy, sad, surreal, and bittersweet. My personal favorite was blindsided. Despite the fact that we have all been waiting our whole lives for this very moment, it seems to have come so suddenly. It's understandable to be scared. It's understandable to be excited. And it's most definitely understandable to have absolutely no idea how to feel right now. This time in our lives is filled with uncertainty. But within the beauty of uncertainty lies the possibility for exploration. Today was good, today was fun, tomorrow is another one. High school is something to be cherished, the very special ending to the first part of your life. You may be seeing many of the people with whom you have spent your whole life so far for the last time. It's bittersweet, it's sad, it's happy, and it's everything. Up until now, Mount Carmel area has been everything for all of us. But beginning tomorrow, we are no longer students, but adults. Tomorrow, we become a part of the real world. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Even though I'm sure everyone's going to cry at least a little bit, be it tomorrow or a few weeks down the road, or the day you set up your dorm room away from home, it's okay. Just remember to be excited about all of the new possibilities now at your fingertips. As I'm sure we have all been told too many times, these are the best years of your life. For some people, this may be true, but for me, I hope and pray that they are not. Because in high school, who are you? Every single person sitting here has been at least 15 different people since they sat down in kindergarten or pre-K so many years ago. We've spent all this time trying to figure out who we are, but there is more to come. Like Bartholomew Cubbins, we have many hats to wear. Some of us may not have figured it out yet, but we will. We all will. Sometimes the questions are difficult, but the answers are simple. Hearing the future plans for the members of this class, you're in pretty good shape for the shape that you're in. Congratulations, class of 2015. Today is our day. Our mountains are waiting. Let's get on our way.
Honor medals are awarded each year by the Mount Carmel Area School District to seniors who have cumulative averages of 90 or above. Will the honor students of the class of 2015 please come forward? Ranked number 40, Gerard Brightwine. Number 39, Brandon Pancher. Ranked number 38, Trayvon White. Ranked number 37, Tina Delbo. Ranked number 36, Sean Fisher. Ranked number 35, Ashley Steep. Ranked number 34, Colin Betleon. Ranked number 33, Haley Lahr. Ranked number 32, Austin Juraski. Ranked number 31, Amalia Hinkle. Ranked number 30, Madison Watkins. Ranked number 29, Brianne Graff. Ranked number 28, Paige Lemboski. Ranked number 27, Nathaniel Bardos. Ranked number 26, Zachary Guthrie. Ranked number 25, Joseph Schmoyer. Ranked number 24, Christopher Steller. Ranked number 23, Zachary Toslowski. Ranked number 22, Jordan Weinhofer. Ranked number 21, David Seltner II. Ranked number 20, Malia Edwards. Ranked number 19, Amber Kogut. Ranked number 18, Jessica Feldman. Ranked number 17, Hannah Fedorov. Ranked number 16, Kieran Fisher. Ranked number 15, Thomas Lina. Ranked number 14, Michael Vincenzes. Ranked number 13, Isabella Steller. Ranked number 12, Taylor Conchis. Ranked number 11, Kayla Witt. And now ranked in the top 10 of the senior class, ranked number 10, Thomas Moser. Ranked number 9, Kevin Nolter. Ranked number 8, Michael Kaminsky. Ranked number 7, Nicholas Rossi. Ranked number 6, Lee Amorose. Ladies and gentlemen, ranked in the top 5 in the senior class, ranked number 5, Glenn Barwicki. Ranked number 4, Christian Kelly. Ranked number 3, Caitlin Curran. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to announce ranked number 2, the salutatorian, and escorted by her mother, Diane Rampalo, and her grandmother, Olga Thomas, I present to you the salutatorian of the class of 2015, Joanna Rampalo. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to introduce to you, ranked number 1 and escorted by her parents, Suzanne and Frank Bullock, I present to you the valedictorian of the class of 2015, Jennifer Bullock. The Frederick A. Morris Jr. Academic Achievement Award of $1,000 is presented to the valedictorian, Jennifer Marie Bullock. The salutatorian, Charles J. Manello, CPA Tax Accounting Practices, presents a $100 award to the graduate with the second highest average, Joanna Rampalo. In memory of Gerald A. Beyerschmidt, his family presents a $500 award to the graduate who places third in the graduating class, Caitlin Marissa Curran. Nutrition Inc. presents a $100 award to the graduate who places fourth in the graduating class, Christian Kelly. The Mount Carmel Area PTA presents a $100 award to the graduate who has achieved the highest score on the college boards, Joanna Rampalo. The Lions Club John Kirsten Award. The Mount Carmel Lions Club presents a $100 award to the graduate with the best record in social studies, Joanna Rampalo. In memory of Randy Ziggy Zagarsky, his family presents a $500 award to a dedicated, motivated, multi-sport athlete who exemplifies the qualities of Randy Zagarsky and is enrolled in an institution of higher learning, Trayvon White. The Sportsman Association presents two $150 awards to the graduates who meet the requirements of their organization. This year's recipients, Isabella Steller and Zachary Toslowski. In memory of Joseph M. Costello Jr., his family presents a $1,000 award to a senior football player who best exemplifies the leadership traits and dedication of Joey on and off the field. This year's recipient, Blake Panko. The estate of Marie Walsh, former elementary teacher, awards scholarships to students who meet the guidelines of the trust. This year's recipients, Nathaniel Bartos, Paige Domboski, Zachary Guthrie, Amalia Hinkle, Austin Juraski, Joseph Schmoyer. The Mount Carmel Rotary Club presents a $100 award to the graduate with the highest average in a vocational course, Brendan Pancher. In memory of Dr. Joseph Greco, former team physician and school director, his family presents a $100 scholarship award to a deserving graduate. This year's recipient, Christian Kelly. The Teachers Memorial Scholarship Fund awards 4 $500 scholarships to worthy students in memory of Richard Prophet, John Vascara, Charles Molesky, Joanne Yaka, George McPhee, Lisa Washaleski, and Sonia Hamula. This year's recipients, Colin Betleon, Thomas Moser, Gerard Brightwine, and Madison Watkins. The Mount Carmel Area Education Association awards $300 in memory of all its deceased members to the senior who remains enrolled in a college to prepare for a teaching career. The student must display traits desirable in a teacher. This year's recipient, Christopher Steller. The Michael Diminick Award. The Michael Diminick Scholarship Fund awards a $300 award to the scholar athlete who best exemplifies the character and traits of Michael Diminick. This year's recipient, Jennifer Bullock. In memory of Mary A. Miscavige, class of 1944, her family presents an award of $400 to the graduate enrolled in a school of nursing and completing one semester. This year's recipient, Mara Mangle. The Antoni Miscavige Family Foundation Award, $200, is presented to a VOTEC student who has demonstrated the most improved academic performance while enrolled in the school and who is enrolled in an institution of higher learning to further their trade and technical education. Andrew Campbell. Citizenship Prize. Post number 2110, Veterans of Foreign Wars, presents two $100 awards to a male and female senior who have made the best contributions in school and community leadership. This year's recipients, Christopher Steller and Ashley Steep. The Mount Carmel Area Band Parents Association, in memory of Judy Fisher, presents a $500 award to a graduating member of the Mount Carmel Area High School Band, who most exemplifies Mrs. Fisher's traits, which include motivation, perseverance, and dedication to the band. This year's recipient, Christopher Steller. Carmel Township Alumni Association presents two $500 awards to graduating seniors who reside in Mount Carmel Township, are selected by the faculty, are academically in the top half of their class, and who exemplify characteristics of citizenship and community service. This year's recipients, Lee Ambrose and Thomas Moser. In memory of Joanne Smith Trefsker, her friend Lorraine Durda presents a $150 award to a student furthering his or her education. This year's recipient, Michael Kaminsky. Future Business Leaders. A local business leader presents a $200 award to a senior who has made an outstanding achievement as a future business leader. This year's recipient is a state champion in Future Business Leaders. This year's recipient, Rachel Startzel. The Hebrew Ladies Aid of Tiferet Israel Business Committee presents a $100 award to the student who ranks 18th in the graduating class. The number 18 in Hebrew signifies life. This year's recipient, Jessica Feldman. In memory of Eleanor Finella Matalevich, her family presents an award of $500 to the graduate who enrolls in a school of nursing and fulfills the requirements of the Eleanor Matalevich Trust Fund. This year's recipient, Kayla Wondolowski. In memory of Louis P. D'Annunzio, former mayor of Marion Heights and longtime resident, his family awards $350 to the graduate with the highest average in chemistry and the graduate with the highest average in math. This year's recipient has the highest average in both, and that is Jennifer Bolick. In memory of Michael S. Rapella, a charitable trust in the amount of $500,000 established by Mildred J. Rapella, awards 5 scholarships in the amount of $10,000 each to 5 qualified and worthy graduates who wish to pursue a college education. This year's recipients: Lee Amorose, Christopher Steller, Taylor Conscious, and Isabella Steller. The Mount Carmel Celebration of Special Athletes awards a $300 scholarship to a graduating student that will pursue a career in a special education or related field. This year's recipient, Jessica Feldman. The class of 1948 awards a $500 prize in memory of Miss Marie McCarthy and Miss Mary McDevitt, former teachers, to the graduate with the highest combined average in English and biology. This year's recipient, Joanna Rampalo. Township Alumni Association presents a $500 award to a vocational education student who resides in Mount Carmel Township and who is going on to further his or her education. This year's recipient, Tyler Krusky. Tucci's Willow Cafe presents a $100 award to a graduate who has made outstanding contributions in instrumental music. This year's recipient, Joanna Rampalo. In memory of Francis and Catherine Dea, their family presents a $100 award to a student in the top third of their class continuing his or her education in the medical field. This year's recipient, Taylor Conscious. In memory of Robert V. Mulo and Elizabeth A. Mulo, their family presents a $200 award to a senior who meets the requirements of the Robert V. Mulo Trust Fund. This year's recipient, Glenn Barwicki. In memory of George McPhee, his family presents a $100 award in memory to a deserving senior member of the television studio, WKMC. This year's recipient, Rachel Startzel. Edward Greco Esquire, solicitor of the Mount Carmel Area School District, awards a $100 award to the graduate who is enrolled in a business law class. This year's recipient, Trayvon White. Teachers Association presents a $400 award to a graduating student who plans a career in education, demonstrates academic achievement, and has displayed personal traits desirable in a teacher. This year's recipient, Christopher Steller. The Marion Heights Fire Company, in memory of Michael Sosnowski, presents a $250 award to the highest-ranking graduate from Marion Heights. This year's recipient, Karen Fisher. In memory of Nicholas Feudale, former Mount Carmel area band member, his family presents a $500 award to a deserving Mount Carmel area senior band member, Joanna Rampalo. Behavioral Specialists Inc. presents one Outstanding Achievement Award of $125 for a student pursuing a degree in social work, psychology, or criminal justice. This year's recipient, Thomas Moser. In honor of Joseph Jazz Diminick, former coach and teacher, the Mount Carmel Lions Club presents a $100 award to the varsity football player who meets the guidelines of the trust. This year's recipient, Lee Amoros. In memory of Ryan Mesmore, two $250 awards are presented to graduates continuing their education in music, art, computer science, or engineering. This year's recipients, Joanna Rampalo and Nicholas Rawson. In memory of Aaron W. Ziegler, his family presents a $340 award to a football player who will further his education and who exhibits the valor, strength, determination, and competitive spirit of Aaron Ziegler. This year's recipient, Glenn Barwicki. In memory of Catherine Chicatano, her family presents a $250 award to the graduate with the highest average in Latin. This year's recipient, Joanna Rapallo. The Leon Nark Memorial Award presents an award to a deserving member of the music department. This year's recipient, Isabella Steller. In memory of Dr. and Mrs. L.E. Gergen, their son Philip Gergen presents two $100 awards to graduating seniors who were playing members of the band and the high school girls or boys basketball team. This year's recipients are Isabella Steller and Jennifer Bowler. In memory of Cookie Chicatano, a $1,000 award is presented to a deserving student who is enrolled in Susquehanna University. This year's recipient, Christopher Steller. In memory of Randy Zagarsky, Arcos Industries presents a $250 award to a deserving student who is enrolled in a technical school. This year's recipient, Andrew Campbell. In memory of Richard F. Beierschmidt, his family presents one $1,000 award to the highest ranking graduating student who is enrolled at Bloomsburg University. This year's recipient, Kevin Nolter. In memory of Frank and Marcella Pohutsky, Dave's Auto Body presents a $100 award to a student who will further his or her education in the Technical Institute. This year's recipient, Andrew Campbell. The class of 1964 presents a $1,000 award to a senior enrolled in an institution of higher learning who loves Mount Carmel, exhibits spirit, and is involved in extracurricular activities. This year's recipient, Kayla Wick. In memory of Anthony Skopaz Jr., a 1981 graduate of Mount Carmel area, his family presents an award of $2,000 to a worthy graduate for the purpose of furthering his or her education in music. This year's recipient, Christopher Steller. In memory of Ruth Startzel Ashman, an award of $150 is presented to a senior who, in the opinion of the faculty, has displayed perseverance and diligence to the best of his or her ability, regardless of class rank or achievement. This year's recipient, Gerard Reichwein. In memory of Lisa Kovis-Washaleski, the class of 1981 and friends present two $100 awards to students who exemplify Lisa's attributes, which include athletics, school and community service, enthusiasm, lovable sense of humor, and a zest for life. This year's recipients, Lee Amorose and Jennifer Bowler. The MP Scholarship Program awards three $1,000 scholarships to graduating seniors enrolled in a four-year college or two-year trade school who meet the criteria of the scholarship program. This year's recipients, Tina Delbo, Kevin Milter, Madison Watkins, Mark D'Angelo Memorial Scholarship Fund awarded to a varsity wrestler who has lettered for a minimum of 2 years and demonstrates qualities of good character and integrity. This year's recipient, Blake Panko. In memory of Ray Kohutsky, the Mount Carmel Area Rescue Squad presents a $100 award to the vocational student with the highest average. This year's recipient, Jonathan Inglekeep. In memory of Annie Sebastian Alexander and Blaze Robert B.R. Alexander, their friends and family present one scholarship to a graduating senior who will pursue higher education in a business or technical program and who best exemplifies their traits and values. This year's recipient, Christian Kelly. In loving memory of Nathan McFadden, a $500 award will be presented to a senior with a great love of life, family, and one who faces every challenge with courage, strength, and faith, the lessons that Nathan taught us through life's journey. This year's recipient, Madison Watkins. Robert K. Beyerschmidt presents an award of $100 to a senior band member that has exhibited leadership in the band. This year's recipient, Joanna Rampalo. The Robert Sower Memorial Scholarship presents a $350 award to the highest ranking member of the senior band. This year's recipient, Jennifer Bolick. In memory of Denise Niclio, Frank and Cassandra Niclio present two $100 awards to the students who most exemplify the traits of Denise. This year's recipients, Brianne Graff and Isabella Steller. In memory of Eric Chalky, a 1992 graduate of Mount Carmel area and member of the Red Tornado football team and coaching staff. His family and friends present a $500 award to a senior member of the football team who best exemplifies Chalk's love of the game, his hard-nosed playing style and tenacity, along with his determination, toughness, leadership, and Red Tornado pride. This year, the award will be given by Eric's daughter, Jocelyn Trocki, who is a member of the graduating class. This year's recipient, Blake Panko. Michelski, her friend Lorraine Dedura presents a $150 award to a student furthering his or her education. This year's recipient, Jordan Weinhoff. The Albert and Rosalie Ross Memorial Scholarship Award awards $500 to a student who will be attending Penn State and meets the guidelines of the trust. This year's recipient, Nicholas Rossi. In memory of Leonard Eschmont, a 1937 graduate of Mount Carmel Township High School, a $100 scholarship is awarded to a deserving member of the football team. This year's recipient, Trayvon White. In memory of William Jane Shannon, Nora Clayton and family presents a $250 award to a graduating member of the baseball team who most exemplifies the love of the game of baseball, is quiet and self-confident, competitive, and self-driven. This year's recipient, Colin Betleon. The Mount Carmel Area Elementary Wrestling Booster Scholarship Fund presents a $1,250 to two deserving wrestlers who wrestled in elementary school and are going on to further their education. This year's recipients, Shane Gadonis and Blake Panko. The class of 1953 Joint Senior High Scholarship presents a $100 award to the 53rd student who is furthering his or her education. This year's recipient, Brenda Nide. Brown Memorial Award of $500 is presented to a senior who has done well academically and has been accepted into a four-year college program in nursing. This year's recipient, Kayla Wondolowski. The Albert Grady Scholarship awards a $400 college scholarship to a graduating student who resides in Coltmont. This award is presented on behalf of the members of Indian Hills Golf Club and friends of the late Albert Grady, who was a longtime member of the staff. This year's recipient, Thomas Belsky. The Lumber and Specialty Company, Inc. College Education Trust Fund awards scholarships to deserving students who meet the guidelines of the trust. This year's recipients, Malia Edwards, Hannah Federoff, Amber Kogut, David Seltner, and Michael Vincenzes. In memory of Joe Blaze, his family awards a $300 scholarship to a graduating senior who demonstrates the same love and dedication to music and MCA bands that Joe had demonstrated throughout his life. This year's recipient, Christopher Steller.
Good evening. At this time, the Mount Carmel Area Administration would like to recognize the following scholarship recipients. Students are asked to please stand when your name is called. The Fred G. Smith Trade School Scholarship totaling $5,000 to Triangle Tech, Tyler Pruski. The Stevens Grant totaling $7,199 to Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology, Andrew Campbell. The Mount Aloysius College Merit Grant totaling $36,000 to Mount Aloysius College, Paige Dabowski. The University Scholarship totaling $40,000 to Seton Hall University, Taylor Conchas. The Presidential Scholarship totaling $56,000 to Wilkes University, Thomas Lina. The Presidential Scholarship, Mission Award, Macaulay Scholarship, Dean's Award totaling $66,000 to Misericordia University, Gerard Reichwein. The Duquesne University Academic Scholarship totaling $84,000 to Duquesne University, Caitlin Curran. The Presidential Scholarship totaling $94,000 to Wider University, Austin Juraski. The Provost Scholarship and Music Scholarship totaling $104,000 to Susquehanna University, Christopher Steller. Provost Scholarship and Susquehanna University grant totaling $119,000 to Susquehanna University, Karen Fisher. The Dean Scholarship, Susquehanna University grant totaling $138,000 to Susquehanna University, Sean Fisher. The Lehigh University grant totaling $600,000 to Lehigh University, Joanna Rimpala. Congratulations to all students.
Yeah, I was going to say. I don't know. It's over.
At this time, it gives me great honor to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2015, Jennifer Bowler.
Good evening. I would first like to congratulate my fellow classmates, as we will soon become alumni of Mount Carmel Area High School. On behalf of the class of 2015, I would like to thank the faculty, staff, and administration. Without all of you, we would not be sitting in these chairs today. Let's give them a well-deserved round of applause. As I sat down to write this speech, I struggled with finding a quote from a great philosopher or referring to a famous motivational role model. So I told myself to find something inspirational and relatable to all of us. I'm sure at one time or another, most of us have looked forward to cracking open a fortune cookie in hopes of receiving the solution to a current crisis, being forewarned of an event about to happen, or better yet, getting the answers to a calculus test. I found my favorite fortune a few years ago, and it stuck with me throughout my past years of high school. I would like to share it with you all. The fortune says, do you see a challenge behind every opportunity, or an opportunity behind every challenge? From day one of kindergarten up until today, we all have faced challenges. Whether large or small in scale, learning how to deal with a challenge and overcome one is in itself a challenge. It may have been stepping off the school bus for the first time, learning to play a musical instrument, passing that anatomy exam, or figuring out the right words to use in a graduation speech. But I have found that if you embrace your challenges, the actions which follow can define your success. At the beginning of our senior year, we were experiencing what could be thought of as our biggest challenge to date. We had to face the decision process for what we will do with our lives following graduation, which is undeniably not an easy task. Looking back at those stressful days, was it really a challenge or was it an opportunity? My fellow classmates, I urge you to think of it as an opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to shape your future lives, an opportunity to use the skills that have been taught to you by family and teachers, and to apply the values that have been instilled upon you, an opportunity to make a difference in this world. Will there be challenges? Absolutely. But how you face the challenges and move forward will define you. Don't underestimate your full potential. Hold your heads high and never give up. Be confident you are well prepared for whatever life has to offer. Make each and every challenge an opportunity to grow as an individual and to find success. My other thought for you tonight is to take a moment and think of your best memories. Most likely, you shared them with friends sitting in the chairs around you. Many bonds have been created, and some bonds are never meant to be broken. 30 years ago, my parents, and I'm sure others here tonight, sat in our chairs in this same gymnasium as members of the graduating class of 1985. Throughout my life, I have witnessed their continued friendships with high school classmates. Their careers and geographical locations have never mattered. The friendships they built in the hallways remain strong today. So I spread this message to you, regardless of which path each one of us will take to find our journey in life. My wish for us is that we will keep the bonds that have been created and enjoy them in many years to come. This past week, I've seen many emotions from all of us as we reminisce about our memories that we have made. Whether they are remembering those cold Friday nights we all spent at the Silver Bowl cheering on our Big Red, or those unforgettable moments spent with teammates, or when suddenly there was a chicken in the senior hallway, or this last and final week that we spent with each other as a class. Plant all those wonderful memories in your mind and cherish them forever. Growing up in the coal region is something that will always tie us together. We are unique. We are united by common small-town values. We are young adults who are all capable of finding an opportunity behind every challenge. I look forward to the futures we hold and to see where life takes us. I wish each one of you the best of luck, much happiness, and good health. And in 30 years from now, I hope we will still be holding close our high school friendships. We are and always will be Mount Carmel area's graduating class of 2015. Thank you and congratulations.
Will the officers of the class of 2015 please rise? President of the Board, Mr. Robert Muldowney, please come forward. Mr. Muldowney, the students being presented to you at this time have completed the course of studies for graduation from high school as prescribed by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Mount Carmel Area School District. Each of them, therefore, has earned the official high school diploma as awarded by the Mount Carmel Area School District.
As Board President, I accept the graduating class of 2015. It is my honor to congratulate and award diplomas to each of them.
Will the class officers please come forward to receive your diplomas? President, Isabella Janine Steller. Vice President, Jennifer Marie Golick. Secretary, Christopher Michael Steller. Treasurer, Brianne Graff. Cody Allen. Lee Daniel Amorose. Macy Lee Anderson. Joshua Ian Ashbach. Jeffrey Michael Ballard. Danielle Cambria Balonis. Nathaniel Douglas Bartos. Glenn Joseph Barwicki Jr. Brian Bryce Beaver. Jacob Michael Belfonte. Colin Ray Betleon. Thomas Belsky. Brett Barrett Bolam. Andrew Ryan Campbell. Jonathan Charles Capizzello. Taylor Nicole Conchis. Caitlin Marissa Curran. Tina Mary Delbo. Paige Grace Demboski. Malia Janae Edwards. Jonathan Thomas Ingleky. Jessica Ashley Feldman. Nadia Alexandra Ferry. Hannah Laura Fedorov. Kieran Patrick Fisher. Sean Michael Fisher. Selena Isabel Frieswick. Shane Michael Gadonis. Zachary Lee Guthrie. Linda Nicole Paz. Sheila Harris. Matthew James Howard. Amalia Hope Hinkle. Austin Lee Juraski. Michael Bernard Kaminsky. Daniel Edward Kanovich. Christian Robert Kelly. Jordan David Clemens. Jordan Daniel Klingler. Amber Nicole Kogan. Tyler J. Krusky. Haley Catherine Lahr. Daniel James Lynn. Cody James Little. Thomas Joseph Lina IV. Amanda M. Manning. Eric Anthony Mazakevich. Tyler James McCarthy. Seamus Ryan McGovern. Mara Kristen Bengal. Thomas James Moser. Benjamin Ortega Jr. Brendan Gregory Pancher. Blake Aaron Panko. Charles Anthony Parkansky. Dylan Edward Patrick. Sean M. Percy Jr. Michael Reno Coco. Gerard Michael Reitland. Robert E. Rogers II. Joanna Cecilia Rampalo. Nicholas Vincent Rossi. Bianca Sandoval. Charlotte Judith Zariski. Joseph Robert Schmoyer. David Fox Seltner II. Jocelyn Schustak. Tia Nicole Slusser. Michael S. Snoffer. Rachel Angela Startzell. Rachel Ann Stevens. Ashley Elizabeth Steve. Juwan Dante Sullins. Caitlin Michelle Taggart. Shannon Marie Tanny. Zachary Robert Toslowski. Jocelyn Taylor Trocki. Brianna Vincenzes. Michael Paul Vincenzes. Madison Berezowski and Watkins. Trayvon Robert Matthew White. Trayvon's diploma will be presented by board member Anthony Mazzatesta. Dylan Robert Williams. James John Williams Jr. Jordan Taylor Weinhofer. Kayla Marina Witt. Amanda Claire Wolfgang. William Sebastian Wolfgang. Ayla Ann Wondolowski. And Brandon Lee Yusha. Will the class president, Isabella Steller, please come to the podium? Will the class of 2015 please rise? It is my honor to congratulate the class of 2015 as graduates and alumni of Mount Carmel area. You may now transfer your tassels from the right side to the left side.
Program has a special place in it for special people. There are very special people here tonight, and we, the class of 2015, would like to recognize them at this time. Will the parents and grandparents of the class of 2015 rise at this time to be recognized by the graduating class?